Nomadic Fanatic just loves data centers, and he doesn't want you to try to spread your agenda onto him. He relies on AI, and he loves data centers. So I just thought I would talk a little bit about data centers and how this might affect Tater and his travels in the future. That's right. Tater loves data centers. Remember, he said that. Let's just remember that, because he will be bitching when land is taken over and he has even less places to park than he did in California. He talks about all the restrictions and the signs and everything. Just wait until most of the land, the free land, is taken up by these big data centers. Now, he did say that he relies heavily on AI, and we can tell his little scripts and his little thumbnails and all that good stuff. So yeah, we get it, but hey, it's AI. Well, let's talk just a little bit about AI and the data centers. So the first thing with the data centers is the noise. It's lots and lots of noise. It produces lots of noise. There's the light pollution. There's sediment in the water, the uses of all the water, and the amount that it uses, and the land that it takes up. And now there's a whole bunch of NDAs that the local governments are signing, and making the companies are making the local government sign. So the public don't even know. They don't even have an opportunity to find out exactly what's going on, so they can go to their local meetings and voice their opinions, because there's non-disclosure agreements about what's going on. And it's a little bit crazy if you ask me. Now, by no means am I some kind of expert on this, and I don't know a whole lot. I did a little bit of research, and I have spoken to some people that live in areas where the building has just begun of a data center. They broke ground, they're getting ready, and I've spoken to a couple other people that live in areas where they're in talks about this and that wants to buy this giant spot, and they're going to do this and that. So they're having their little town meetings and stuff. But let's just kind of go ahead and let's see what some people in the YouTube world, out in the world, have to say that are experiencing this stuff. Let's see what they have to say real quick.
What would you say to people who've never experienced this for themselves?
It sounds like someone set up a vacuum, like in your living room, and the vacuum is just, that thing needs to be cleaned. Like the filter is clogged up, so it's a high pitch whining, and they just left it on and walked out.
You've seen movies and stuff where they have somebody in a cell torture them with sound.
Well, there it is. That's, and it's nonstop. It goes on, 24/7. There's a bunch of light pollution that just, it lights up the night sky, and the lights are on 24/7. And then we talked a little bit about these NDAs, and here, this is what's going on in a town.
At a recent town hall with local officials and the data center company, people asked about the NDA.
Are there any elected officials here that did sign the NDA? Our politicians were elected to represent us, not to represent industry.
I've been investigating NDAs in Louisiana.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of NDAs going on and all that good stuff. So what's the next step? What should we do about this? But nothing, right? Because you people, you love AI. I get it. And I know you're not going to believe people. This is just videos. Who cares? So let's go ahead and ask the thing you rely on the most. Let's talk to your new God, the thing that does everything for you. Let's just go ahead and ask AI about all of it. All right. Are data centers loud? Yes, data centers are noisy, produce a constant 24/7 hum from internal server fans of powerful rooftop HVAC cooling units and everything. It goes on the interior. It tells you the decibel levels reach 75 to 85 decibels. The impacts on neighborhood, audible hummings. Yeah, so it tells you. That's right. AI, it's telling on itself. Do data centers cause light pollution? Was the next thing I asked. Yes, data centers cause significant light pollution, often transforming dark rural or suburban night skies into highly illuminated industrial zones. Neighbors of these facilities frequently complain that the round-the-clock brightness disrupts their sleep and eliminates this. And it goes on and on and on. You can do this yourself. You people are AI fanatics and you ask it everything. So go ahead. How does the industry respond? What was the next thing I asked? How do data centers impact local water supplies? Data centers heavily impact local water supplies because their dense server networks generate massive amounts of heat and require round-the-clock cooling to prevent structural meltdowns. While their nationwide water footprint is very small, their local impact, and it goes on and tells you all about everything, and it talks about the sediment and everything all in there, and they're talking about we don't want it to melt down, kind of like a nuclear reactor. We don't want it to melt down. And let's see, what else how many acres does a data center take up? A data center takes up anywhere from 1 to over 1,000 acres, depending entirely on whether it's a single enterprise building or a massive multi-building hyperscale campus. Acreage breakdown, you got, small enterprises, 1 to 5, medium, 5 to 30, hyperscale campuses, 100 to 1,000 plus. Why data centers require so much land, massive electricals, it goes on and tells you, diesel generators, cooling infrastructure, security buffers. So yeah, it goes on and tells you all kinds of stuff. That's right. Your little robot, your little AI, your little thing that you, again, rely on the most, it's telling you everything you need to know. So go ahead and use it. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Ask your new best friend. Ask your little robot buddy how they are taking over already. So when Nomadic Fanatic tries to find a place to camp and spots have been taken up by data centers, do you think he'll complain at all? I mean, I know it's not his nature, but he might have something to say. When he finds a spot and then the noise and light pollution is 24/7, do you think he'll have anything to say about it? I know it's not in his nature, but if, say, him and Diana find some land and they go out and buy land and they get all settled in and, what happens? A data center breaks ground next to his property. Will he abandon that as well? Or will he embrace the data centers that he loves so much? The AI that he relies on for his income. Well, because we know it's not his hygiene with cat hair covered clothes and hats and black fingers and everything else. So I wonder. I just wonder. When people make AI videos of travel without leaving their couch, and it's far better than this boring Route 66 trip, will he be happy his cash cow was taken over by the robots that live in the data centers? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he'll have anything to say about that? Now, I'm not trying to push my agenda or change his mind, but does he ever think of these things? Does he even know what's going on? And I know you're all chomping at the bit. I know you people just love AI. I get it. You don't have to do any damn thing. I mean, why scroll through a Google search if you want type something in and you got to scroll through stuff and read? No, why go over to Reddit and read a bunch of posts? Why pull up YouTube and type in a tutorial video to see how to do? Just fucking ask AI. Why would you want to do anything when all you got to do is go and just sit back? Why do anything? I get it. I mean, why learn how to play an instrument, paint, or write a damn story? Why bother? Why? You have better things to do, right? I mean, just ask your robot friend. Hey, paint me a picture. Make me a song about this and make it in the style of this. Why learn how to do anything? Why be creative at all? Why make a video with a thumbnail and come up with a title and it takes too much work. Just get your new best friend to do it. Just sit back and go, hey, can you do this and do that and that? Boom, there it is. Hey, I can crank out fucking more videos than Tim in a day now. Boom, I can just do it over and over again.
Timmy.
I get it. Why do any fucking thing? I mean, just soon you can have your little robot come wipe your ass for you too. I mean, that takes too much fucking energy. And I know there's people out there to say, well, I know my job's safe. Robots can't do my job. There's no way. I'm not worried at all. Yeah, that's what the truck drivers thought. Then, yeah, those self-driving trucks are coming along. There's the little Uber drivers and Uber Eat drivers. They're getting replaced by little robots that cruise up and down the sidewalks and little drones that fly over and drop off shit. Yeah, because, self-driving trucks and all those little robots, they don't need to fill out a logbook. They don't have time and mileage constrictions and limits. No. They can go all day, 24/7 and deliver your shit. Yeah, truck drivers thought they were safe. Maybe for now. Hell, there's even some surgeons that have been replaced. That's right, little robots that, they're not just building your cars and your other shit. They're not just replacing factory workers. Yeah, robots are even doing surgeries and shit now. So, yeah, I wouldn't get too comfortable. Your job may be safe for now, but just wait. So all you have to do is remember this. Those that can't, or those that are just too damn lazy, there's always AI. But hell, you don't have to believe me. You don't even have to agree with me. You don't have to believe a damn thing I say. That's never the point here. But hey, this is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.